My name is Michelle. I'm 53 years old. When I was 20 years old, I had my first baby, a beautiful little boy named Joey. When he was 32 days old, I put him to bed in a little bassinet, and 3 hours later, he was gone. It's an indescribable horror that still all these years later I can't explain what the pain was like. The next day, the house was full of people. Everyone trying to get through it. I was in shock. The phone had been ringing all day. Then in the middle of the afternoon it rang. My mother answered it. And she called me to the phone. And there was a voice. A voice on the other phone. A voice on the other end that said, "I'm so sorry about your little boy." I'm so sorry about your little boy. He didn't know who I was. I didn't know who he was. He was the coroner. He was the man in charge of finding out what happened to my beautiful little boy. And the next thing he said to me was, there were no signs of suffering. No signs of suffering. But there was lots of suffering. There was more suffering than I'd ever imagined was humanly possible. And the suffering only got worse when 3 years later, my third beautiful little boy, Nicholas, died of SIDS. Disappeared in the night. A wretched, wretched thief came to take him. But I'm not alone. There are people all over the world whose babies have been snatched by the mysterious killer that we call SIDS. There's a woman in England who lost 2 boys just like me. It's a beautiful family in Australia who got up on Christmas morning one year with their new firstborn little boy, only to discover he was gone. There's a beautiful woman in Mexico, a young girl, 15 years old, whose family turned away from her when she became pregnant. She lost everything, her whole family, and she gave birth to a beautiful little girl. And 3 months later, her little piece of paradise, her miracle, died. She'd lost everything. We suffer all over the world. We're all different walks of life. SIDS doesn't discriminate whether you're rich or poor, whether you're strong or weak, whether you have more children or no children. SIDS doesn't care. But we care about each other. And I'm going on a global journey to meet the people who have lost so much. Their stories, some about strength, some about great loss, but all about SIDS, all about the innocent little babies who are stolen while they sleep. This is my story.